Most questions or most worries and concern about anything in life comes from your doubts. Sorry, I'm not killing your question, okay? But the truth is the truth. When you're fully confident at a level, most questions and doubts and whatever those things you have in your brain will just vaporize in the air. Because the biggest things you need is the trust in yourself. And I'm not saying, finding a topic is a technique which you need to work upon, not the structure, जो मेरा flow है, कैसे होता है, वो सब जरूरी है. But the biggest problem for most human beings not to speak public is because of something called underlying fear. Fear of judgment, fear of forgetting, fear of what people will think about me, fear of the flow, fear of this. It's fear. And if you have any kind of fear in your own world, in your own style, there's nothing wrong with it. You must celebrate being human. Yeah. So everybody raise your hand, tap yourself, and say, thank God I'm human. Isn't it? Because 95% of the world population, they have fear of public speaking. And the 5% people who don't have it, because of their blessing to grow up in an environment like maybe my daughter, where speaking is very much automatic. If you give my daughter a microphone, at least for now, I don't know if she might change, because kids today do change, she thinks it is okay to speak. Because she's seen me speak on numerous occasions. And now she's already started coming to my events as well. She's 5.5 years, and she's at that stage, she wants to experience things. She wants to be on stage, and she goes, Daddy, go and rest, I will take care of it. So coming back, if you're still in that environment, you just get it by default. But for 95% people like us who have never seen public speaking, or maybe your parents were not that educated or illiterate like my parents, and you never had that exposure, you have some fear or hitch or that talent in your brain somewhere. Bigger fear than dying. And how do we come to that conclusion? There's something called eulogy. Something called what? Give somebody a high five and say eulogy. Somebody wants to read a eulogy, right? They've done a research. They think in their brain that it is good to be dead and in that coffin rather than reading on a speech. So this comparison comes from there, that it's the biggest fear than dying. And if you can overcome, this is my personal take, if you can overcome the biggest fear known to mankind, that is public speaking, what else can you achieve in your life? Can you think about it for a second? And you know what? Even if you don't make a single penny from public speaking, I was just thinking, when I was in the lift, if you just take this path to become a speaker, you put yourself at the highest pedestal of being accountable. And when the world is watching you, you cannot fizzle down your standards. You become a better father, better husband, better mother, better sister, better in every department of your life, at least by a few percent. You know how your life would look like if you better 5% of your life or 3% or 2% of your life in most departments, not every department. So that is one of the reasons you must take this path to become a public speaker. If my power, there are some school teachers sitting here, I'll make public speaking mandatory. And it is kind of becoming, not really mandatory, but it is coming into the schools and colleges. And I think some of you will take this, legacy forward and give it to the kids, in school and colleges. I don't see any harm in playing some music in school and colleges, if done in a decent way, for a few seconds. Because what I do and a lot of great trainers do, we are in the business of edutainment. A lot of information, a lot of education with some entertainment with it. Not the other way around. A lot of entertainment with some education. Okay? So coming back, if you can overcome the biggest fear, you can do anything in life. And how do you overcome your fear of public speaking? By understanding the gift you have been given. Every one of you here in this room, including the camera people, including the people who are supporting us in whatever capacity, with the hotel people right now, we all have been gifted with a power.